I'm Pete Lewis, and today I'm going to show you how to wax your skis. Waxing often will protect your skis from wear and tear, it will keep the bases clean, and it will allow your skis to run fast. The goal of waxing is to saturate the plastic base material with wax without damaging it by overheating it. Next, I'm going to show you the tools that you will need to wax your skis. You need to start out with a bench, preferably a pretty sturdy bench. Then you'll need some vices that are made for holding skis. Then you'll need an iron. You don't want to use an old clothes iron. An iron that's made for waxing skis is best. The temperature will stay within a close range, and it has a nice little thermometer dial that lets you know what temperature your iron is at. You'll need some wax. Some softer hydrocarbon wax is best to start out your waxing. Then you can move to a little bit harder wax. Race day, you can use something else, but for training, stick with hydrocarbon wax. A nice oval brush. Brass or bronze, medium stiffness in the middle, and horsehair around the outside is a great brush to start out with. And it's kind of your everyday workhorse of brushes. Some masking tape that you can put on the sidewalls. This will keep wax off your sidewalls and off of your bindings. A plastic scraper. A pretty stiff one is nice. A little bit of Scotch-Brite is great for keeping your scraper clean. And a scraper sharpener is essential. I use a Panzer file along with some 100 grit sandpaper. You can also buy very good scraper sharpeners at any good ski tool supplier. If you have these basic tools, you're all set to wax your skis. Okay, this is how it goes when you're ready to wax your ski. Make sure that you secure the brakes with a rubber band so they're out of your way. Then you want to secure the ski in the vise by either the sidewall or the side of the bindings so it's in there nice and snug. The next thing you want to do is take your brush and aggressively brush the ski. You can start with a back and forth motion, and you can finish that out with tip to tail strokes. You need to put a little bit of elbow grease into this. What this does is it gets any old wax out of the base and opens up the structure to accept wax. Once you've done that, you want to take your tape and put it on the sidewalls. This will make your life easier when you're done. So you want to loosen up the vise. Get a piece of tape that's a little bit longer than the bindings are. And fasten it to the sidewall below the edge. You don't want it actually on the edge if you can help it. You do this same thing to the other side of the ski, and then you're ready to apply the wax. Okay, now we are ready to apply wax to the ski. So first of all, you need to set the iron to the proper temperature. Most wax comes with a temperature recommendation. If so, turn the dial to that temperature, let it warm up, and you should be good. If the wax does not have a recommendation, start low and then just gradually turn the iron up until it begins to melt the wax fast enough. So, what you want to do, press the iron to the wax, let it drip on the ski, apply a liberal coating. I usually go tip to tail and back to the tip. That's usually enough wax. Then you want to take the iron starting at the tip And you want to slowly and steadily move the iron down the ski tip to tail. You want to be careful not to stall the iron, because that will put too much heat into the ski and burn the base. When you get to the tail, pick up the ski, go back to the tip, and start again. You want to move the iron about this speed. If you see about 5 or 6 inches of molten wax trailing behind the iron, that's a good indication that you're going the right speed and using a good temperature. Do this 3 times, tip to tail, no more, no less. After you are finished applying the wax, pull off the tape that was protecting the sidewalls and the bindings, and then you can take the short edge of your scraper and scrape the wax off the side edge and the sidewall if it got on there. Then take the short edge of your scraper and scrape the wax off the base edge. Now sit the ski against the wall for at least 20 minutes or until the ski is cool. Now that you've let your ski cool for at least 20 minutes and it's cool to the touch, it's ready to scrape. You need to have a really sharp scraper. I like to use a Panzer file or a body file and 100 grit sandpaper. Just like that. I've already sharpened it, but that's how it goes. So then you take your sharp scraper, you start at the tip, and here's where you need to use a little bit of elbow grease. You want to scrape the wax off of the ski so that the wax is not on top of the base, it's only in the base. Soft wax is easier to work with. When you start using harder cold waxes, it requires even more elbow grease. So scrape tip to tail until you don't see any more wax on top of the ski. Then take your brush and aggressively brush in both directions. And you'll see some dust from the wax coming out of the base. That's good. That's what you want. After you've aggressively brushed in both directions, finish it off with long tip to tail strokes till you see the ski has no more wax in it. It's nice and shiny, and now it's ready to ski. Remember, wax often and don't burn the bases. That's it.